What is up, my beautiful friends? So you may have noticed that there was no episode released last week. That is because I was traveling around Texas, San Antonio to be exact. It has been on my bucket list for forever, and I am so glad that I was able to spend a week and a half there. I have a wanderlust soul. I don't like to stay put in the same place for too long. I want to travel all over the world. All of the new people that I've yet to meet, all of the new food that I'll get to try, all of the old buildings that I'll get to explore and learn about, to be surrounded by so much good energy, that is what brings me so much joy. But that got me thinking on the plane trip back from a 4 and 7 hour layover about how often we put things on the back burner because we don't feel like we're ready, and it's usually the things that are very important to us. For me, that's traveling. I have had places on my bucket list for years that I kept delaying because of other people. Really didn't start marking places off until about 2 years ago, and now I make it a priority to travel to at least one new place a year. For 2022, I have St. Louis, Maine, and Florida already on my list, and I'd really love to fit New York in there somewhere, but not in the winter because I physically cannot handle the ice cold, so we shall see. What places do you want to travel to next year? Maybe it's a new city, a new state, a new country, whatever it is. Send me a message and let me know because I would really love to see if our lists are similar. But for now, let's talk about what's important to you. Something that you've been sadly saying no to because all the pieces didn't line up the way that you wanted them to. I have turned down multiple trips because of all of the what ifs, but I have recently made the decision to say that traveling is important to me, and I will allow myself to travel and to feel the joy that it brings to me. Maybe traveling isn't the thing that's important to you, and that's okay. But what is? Sit down and write it out. Maybe you want to start working on your mental health so that you can start setting healthier boundaries. Maybe you want to start working on your physical health so that you can go hiking more without feeling like death midway through. Maybe you want to start focusing on your nutrition so that you can find healthier alternatives to your favorite meals, or so that you can feel confident in your cooking skills and knowing that you're fueling your body correctly. My boys have recently started making kids-approved meals for this exact reason, and they feel so confident in themselves when they tackle a recipe. Do not let 2022 be the year that you keep waiting until everything falls into place before you decide to move forward. Most of your moving forward decisions are not going to come from everything in place. Those decisions are actually made in the midst of chaos. Those moments when we finally call ourselves out and say enough is enough. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start painting again. Maybe you want to eat a meal with a friend or family member once a week or once a month so that you can reconnect with them. I can't tell you what's important to you. You have to figure that out. But what I can tell you is that this is your time to shine. This is your time to finally make those decisions that you have been putting off for days or weeks or months or years. This is your time to finally realize that you are worthy of having your dream life. This is your time to finally choose yourself over everything else. This is your time to figure out what's important to you and to let go of everything else. All right. Here is an end of the episode affirmation for you. It's a little bit longer than the other ones, but it's okay. Grab a pencil and write it down someplace that you're going to see it every day. I am raising my baseline in all areas of my life. I will not accept good enough when I know that I can have my dream life. I will no longer settle for things that do not bring me joy, and I will not feel guilty for leaving people behind. If this episode resonated with you, then I'd love it if you left a review, and feel free to share this episode or any of them on your social media and tag me in it on Instagram at barbells_and_brownies so that we can empower people all over the world. I love y'all.